Understand this and all women will chase you. Often, when a man is interested in a woman, he tends to give too much, and that's where he makes a mistake. We are often attracted to what we can't have. You've probably heard about the concept of ignoring to attract. It's a psychological principle that says we assign more value and attention to things that seem inaccessible, unattainable, or difficult to obtain. But does this work when you're trying to attract a woman? Can you really make a woman more attracted to you by ignoring her? Is this a real strategy for attraction? But before we start this video, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, activate the notification bell, and share. Leave your likes and comments. And now, let's get started. I have a question for you. When you text the girl you like and she doesn't respond immediately but replies the next day, do you usually think about her even more? Or do you quickly get distracted with any other topic and stop thinking about that person? The first option, right? Many times, we have been victims of this strategy without even realizing it. In psychological terms, the human brain tends to desire more what we don't have or what is scarce in our lives, compared to what is abundant. It often happens that when we have a lot of a particular ingredient in our kitchen, like a specific fruit, by the end of the day, we crave a different type of fruit. The same goes for relationships. The more available you are to the other person and dedicate all your time to them, the less valuable and desired you become. So if you're the type of guy who gives flowers every day, calls every day, and expresses everything he feels every day, let me tell you that you will actually have the opposite effect. And please, don't misinterpret these pieces of advice. Obviously, it's important to show love, have special gestures towards your partner, and give them gifts. But it shouldn't be so frequent and excessive because you will simply diminish the value of those gestures that should be special. Let me give you an example. A woman who is attractive and young is used to constant validation, compliments, and the attention she desires. But then a man comes along who doesn't get carried away by all of this, who treats her like any other person, who sometimes even ignores her, and this breaks all her expectations. This will make her pay more attention to the man who ignored her, who didn't give her the attention she's used to receiving from other men she knows, because he's different. He acted differently from the rest, and that's when she becomes interested in him. She questions his value, and her insecurities start to arise. To reaffirm herself, this man becomes her object of desire. To become what she desires, you must know that when you show too much interest in a girl, she won't be interested in you, and she will only seek you when she needs you. When a woman knows that you're always available for her, you become something extremely accessible, which will make you lose value and her attention. No woman will value a man who is desperate for her attention. If you treat her like a celebrity, she will treat you like a fan. You must understand that your attention is limited, and when you give too much, she will immediately lose the attention she has for you. Something you have to learn is when to ignore a girl. If you use this psychological trick correctly, she won't be able to resist your presence. And she will always be after you. Women crave attention, and once you stop giving it to them, you stand out from other men. You must ignore her intelligently. Here are some of the reasons why you should intelligently ignore to attract women. You stand out from the rest. As mentioned before in the video, every woman has several men pursuing her, paying attention to her and meeting her needs. Being just one of them would make you part of the crowd, so you need to demonstrate your value by being unique and different. You make her think about you. When you ignore a girl, she doesn't know what you're up to, so she can only imagine. By doing this, you make her think about you, and that's what you need. You want to be on her mind even when you're not in her presence. It gives you implicit status. If he doesn't pay attention to me, he must have a busy life. That's what she will think. A man who spends all day responding to a woman has nothing interesting to offer beyond his attention. You value your time. If she knows that every interaction with you is limited and sometimes she doesn't even know when there will be another one, she will value every second she spends with you. She will make the most of your attention because she doesn't know when she'll get it again, but this isn't easy. There are certain behaviors and attitudes you need to adopt. You must capture and increase her interest in you, make her see that she will have to fight to have you. You can't show interest too quickly, you need to become a challenge for her. Women tend to distance themselves from men who show desperation, neediness, eagerness, indecision, and insecurity. You need to show the opposite, that you are scarce, unique. This adds value to your personality and makes you a challenge she wants to conquer. Dedicate time to yourself and cultivate your self-esteem, but above all, make her see that she is not your only priority. When you have a consistent personality with solid self-esteem, women will want to get closer to you. Focus on yourself, on increasing your capabilities and skills, and stop chasing women. Start valuing your time. When you do this, women will start to respect it because they understand that it is scarce, just like your attention. You become a different man, and they will want you. Remember that exclusivity is valued for this reason: it is available to few people. What is easily accessible has little value and is therefore not attractive. You must give yourself more importance and attention than to her. Women love what they can't control, so you must have your own decision-making power and not let her manipulate you. When you stop chasing women and invest your time in yourself, you don't allow girls to treat you less than what you feel you deserve. You build your value and show her that you're not like all the others pursuing her. You make her see that your time, just like hers, is valuable, and that's what women desire. It's important for a woman, no matter how attractive she is, to feel and know that you're not the type of man who will always be there unconditionally, giving her your attention and time, and that you won't stop everything you're doing whenever she wants. You're working on yourself, your personal growth, your purpose, your life, and improving yourself. This is what will make you a high-value man desired by all women. Lastly, remember that beauty attracts, but personality is what enamors. Don't seek or try to attract someone who treats you like garbage. No man should be treated that way just because a woman has a nice body. Beauty is meaningless without an interesting personality. With this, we've reached the end. If you enjoyed this video or want to learn more about this topic, let us know in the comments.